Hello YouTube, welcome to a new Unity 3D land tutorial. So, last tutorial we made it so we can actually pick up and equip our sword into left hand and it worked perfect. No problems. But then, an issue what was addressed was that every time we want to use the character we have to go through character creation. Now, that's how it's supposed to be in a real game, but for mid-development it's not very helpful, is it? Because it's like, takes a while. So, what we're going to do first is put our character into a prefab modifier and stick it into main game, so we've always got the character. Then, if we ever use character creation, all we do is just turn off that character. But then after that, we're going to make it so you can equip it to your right hand as well, so you'll have two of them. So it's really good. So what we're going to do first is go and find our gender male. Now for this one, I am just going to use gender female here. Now the reason I'm using gender female is no reason at all. I'm just going to use that model. I'm going to apply it, change it, do whatever with it. So I'm going to I'm going to duplicate it. I did cups then. And I'm going to go into our prefabs folder in character, and I'm going to find character here. So see, we have one mess of a character right there. What we're going to do is just, we don't really even need that, so I'm just going to replace it with gender female. Replace anyway, and then I'm just going to delete this gender female. So we've got that one gone. And now we can jump back to our level 1 scene. And now what we can do is drag our character out and roughly place it where it needs to be. So as you can see, it's a big character, but if we just control it down to 1, 1, 1, it should be the same size, correct size. And see, there it is. So we need to start work on it pretty much right away. So we're going to rename it to main char, because that's where it renames it to. So if we find our loading, because it's called character loading, you can see it has all the stuff here where it does to it, which we can do. So it calls it main char, which we need to make it be called main char. So where are you there? Right, the character loading needs to go, so we can get rid of that. The box collider needs to go, get rid of that. Rigid body, get rid. So basically get rid of them all, except animator. Keep that one. So we can also get rid of back spawn, body spawn, female spotlight, head spawn and leg spawn. All gone. And its hands are already renamed player left hand, see? So it's already renamed. Really easy. We should just probably check if the right hand is there too. So as you see, the left hand and the right hand aren't named, so we'll just quickly name it to right hand, just so we can do the right hand later. So there's our basic character nearly. So we're going to drag that into make character here, and we'll position it at 0, 0, 0, just so it's in the right position. 360, that should be right. So if we play, hopefully we should be able to move and everything. So as you can see, we jump. Does he have animation attack? No, no animation attack to main char. So we need to do that one. But yeah, we need to attach it. So in here we're going to add animation. So add component animation. There. Now the reason this is not working is because it's trying to find an animation called animation 0. Because if you remember in our player fire, which I opened here, it says animation 0 when we're on attack. So you can just go down attack. And it can't find it, so it's not playing it, simply because we haven't attached it, but it's not yet called animation 0 or 1. So we're just going to attach sword attack to it, and we're just simply going to tell it play sword attack, just for now, and then we will go back and name it properly later. So we can play, and we should be able to strike. So press 4 and strike. Perfect. So let's see if we can go and collect it. It should work the same. Collect it, pick it up, attach it, attack. Boom. Perfect. Works fine. So now that we've done that, we now have a permanent character, so we don't need to switch between it. The only issue is something we can actually fix. I've just thought. So if we copy the name of main chart, and above all this, well not there, we're going to find our loading script here, character loading, and in here at the top we're going to type if game object dot find main char equals, well, does not equal null. So basically the first thing it does is if it finds a main char character, then it's found the character we've put in. Then we can simply put destroy game object dot find main char. So what it'll do is it'll come down, execute this operation, GameObject.find main char. If it equals null, then don't do anything. But if it doesn't equal null, so it finds it, then destroy it. Because then it'll come down here, print it, we don't need to do that. And then it'll come down, application loaded that. We can do that for here as well. Put that in there. It's probably the best place for it. Comes down, read it, destroy everything. So tick, 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 because it'll find on the actual thing. Then all the way down here, it'll rename it once it's already destroyed it. So either way, we go through the character creation, this one's going to disappear. So I know for people who probably not done character creation, this was useless to you, but this needed to be done. And also in the new improved hero machine, which I will be implementing very soon, the black neck will be fixed, and these back annoying panels, things what come off the back, will be fixed too, and a few more improvements, so hopefully they'll be good. So now, let's jump into right hand. So, again, exact the same procedure as we did last time. We need to find the character, and we need to find the inventory GUI here. Perfect, so we can come down here. So if it's less than and is weapon, that's perfect. We also can equip it to right hand, so we copy this. Boom. So equip right here. Boom. But we need to move this button across. So if the button's 130 wide, add 130 to 160, that's 290. Like that. Then that should bump it right next to it, hopefully. Then we can put here, equip to right. Perfect, we don't need the prefab name anymore. Just like that. So, the entirety of this is almost the exact same, except we need to change the variables names. So we'll say right hand weapon, and anywhere, so there, and there. Then we'll say the 3 there, so right hand, right hand, right hand. So spawn right weapon, and spawn right weapon. So we might eventually put these into their own functions, but for now I don't think we really will. But that will spawn it into 2 different ones, but there's a little fix I want to put on after as well. So if we come on, so we walk up, press I, and we'll go and collect the sword. So click it, great, we've got 2 buttons, which is one's off, we need to fix. So click equip left, it equips it to left, perfect. But we can also click equip right. And I forgot to rename. And I forgot to rename one thing right here. Player right hand. Gotta do it, else it's gonna equip it to the left hand again. So we equip it to our left hand, boom, we equip it to our right hand. Boom. Perfect, it works. Only issue is at the moment it will only ever attack with its left hand, never its right hand no matter what, but we will one day fix that, so I don't know, it works on the mouse or something, so you click or click, and it'll go attack 1, attack 2, attack 1, attack 2, kind of thing. But it does attack, kind of, but the only issue I want to do is we can attach this to as many as we want, and it'll never ever get rid of it. It'll just always be like that, and we need to get rid of it once it's equipped. Well, yeah, we do. So down here, where it says this one here, it equips it to the hand, we also need to empty that grid. So the best way to do it would be to actually empty the actual grid, so get rid of it. So we're going to copy these ones here, boom, and we'll come down here, and we'll type here, function, clear grid, and here we'll basically put grids, bracket, grid value, so the grid what we've selected, dot name, and then we can do this for every single one here. So play value, buy price, icon, description is weapon, and then we'll basically set it all to nothing. So name, nothing, player amount, 0, buy price, 0, sell price, 0, icon, null, description, nothing, is weapon, false. So that makes it all clear grid, and the reason we're using grids.grid value is because grids is our name and grid value is the current selected. So if we've currently selected to equip the left and we click it, then it'll get rid of it and it'll clear that grid, hopefully. So clear grid, bracket. So that should come down and clear it, but we also need it to do for the right hand, just like that, perfect. But we don't want it to clear all at once, because say we have 50 swords and we click it, the entire 50 is going to be gone, and that's not what we need. So above this, we're going to simply type if grids grid value dot player amount is less than 1. In fact, we'll put equals 1. Yeah, so if it equals 1, then it's going to take it off, correct? So if it equals 1, clear it. Easy enough. And we'll do the same for this. In fact, to make it even better, we could stick this if statement in here. So no matter what, it's going to call clear grids, and it'll automatically check whether or not it's less than 1. So even better, less lines, see? So that should work. Now it should completely get rid of it when we collect it, but just to test the theory, we're going to duplicate this sword item here. So wood sword duplicate, and we'll drag it to the back. So we walk up and we collect the sword, and we equip it, boom. And the error we are getting is this one here on line 96. It comes up and here it says grid value -1, so it's trying to show the grid icon for it into the actual description box, but it can't because it's trying to show grid value -1, which is not there. So basically up here all we're going to do is set grid value to equal 0, in fact -1. So instead of showing an empty grid, it's going to show nothing because we've not selected anything. Really quick fix, you just need to put it in. Basically it's saying go to array 0 and get the icon, but there's no icon there. So what do? Error. That's all it's saying. So we walk up, collect it and equip it. Boom. But and the error we have on line 166 is it's coming here and say go to grids, grid value -1, get the player amount. But we don't have a player amount. So just move it below it. That simple. So last flaw what we potentially have is it'll come down and it'll basically empty everything including the icon to null. Which when it's null, it won't have the blank grid icon, which we need it to have. So we're going to go up top here and under textures, we're just going to type var blank icon will be a texture 2D. We'll assign that manually in a minute, so we'll get blank icon, come down, and instead of setting it to null, we'll set it to blank icon. Go back to our game, character, blank, grid. Get our grid icon and stick it in. There. And one final thing we have to do is basic thing here, play grids.player amount. Okay, so we collect 1, it increases it by 1. There's 1 player amount. We've still got 1. Then we go up and use that 1. Okay, we've used it. Then it collects another 1, number 2. And that's not what we need. We need it to be, we need to basically take it away. Take 1 away. So we'll grab this icon here, this line here, grids.gridvalue.player amount. And again, inside here, we'll put, just right here, -=1. So grids.gridvalue.player amount -=1. So we're basically taking 1 away from the sword. So the wood sword, if we collect 1, it takes it away. Collect another, it takes it away. As long as we equip it. So one last error we have is the fact that it takes it away. So now if we collect 1, it takes it away equals 0. It comes down, does it equal 1? No, so leave it. That's not what we need. So just put a less than sign. So if it's 1 or less than, then get rid of it. And that should be it. A lot of jump in, jump out bugs, but just minor bugs, minor tweaks. And this may look bulky, but don't forget these 2 buttons here will equip any weapon you want, as long as you do it right, which I'll show you in a couple more tutorials how to do. So we go up and we collect it. Boom. Click it, equip. It hides it. Perfect. It's gone, we've equipped it. You want to equip this one? And yes, we will eventually have to check if it's got something in the left hand already, but for now we'll just click equip right. Perfect. Works fine, and it gets rid of it as well. And we can collect other things and put it in it. Works fine, look. Inventory. Brilliant, isn't it? So easy when you get used to it. All it is just logically thinking. So we've got our swords, kick bump swords, slow down timing, you see them, slow motion, whack. So that'd be a cool effect, wouldn't it? Like a cutscene, so he slows down, he whacks him, that's all good. Thank you for watching, join my Facebook group, codes in the description, see you next time.